What's up, everyone? Chimera here, and today I want to talk about something that I found on IGN. Now, might have a problem reading this because I'm a little bit dyslexic, and I'm going to try to do this the best I can. So I hope you all stick with me and tolerate me for a bit. Right now, real quick before I get into this article, I do want to talk about I do have a gaming channel, and I do have Twitch, everything. All that's linked in the description if you are interested in seeing it. So yeah, let's go down there. Go down there and check them out if you're interested. But let's get into this article because I thought it was pretty. So apparently the Pokemon Company makes official statement on Palworld. We intend to investigate. Now, if you all don't know, Palworld came out recently, and it's one of the, I guess, biggest games that came out. It's one of the big. It's practically compared to like Pokemon with Arc. Practically everyone calls it Pokemon with Gun, right? You know, basic stuff. And a lot of people on the internet are practically calling it like it's a clone or it's copyright infringement. And I can admit there's like a lot of things that look at example, but what I'll get into later is it's technically fair use if you know the law. And I know a little bit, but I'm not a lawyer by any means, but I do know basic concept of the law. So let's get into the article, right? So let me scroll down here a little bit. Now, like I said, this is something on IGN. I'm going to probably link it in the description if you're interested, okay? So it says, the Pokemon Company has finally made an official statement regarding Palworld, saying, we intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts of infringement on intellectual property rights related to a... Now, if you don't know how copyright infringement works, it's practically you have to have an exact copy of whatever this is, right? So a good example, right? If I want to take Coca-Cola, right, and make my own version of Coca-Cola, I can technically do that as long as I don't use the font to Coca-Cola. At that point, they can't really hit me with copyright because I didn't use the font. And if I use a different color, it can also be less used against me. So that's usually how that works. Now, when it comes to media, I don't know the exact way to how this works, but if we gotta go based off my example, I would say they don't need the rights to something that looks like it. They need the rights to something that looks exactly like it. So how this game works, I don't think this will actually pass under any circumstances, but who knows? Like maybe it will, maybe it won't. But let's continue back with the article. So while the Pokemon Company doesn't specifically mention Palworld by name, which is very telling, it is very clear this statement is responding to the success of practically Palworld, right? Like service game, the successful service game is, I don't know this E word, practically 8,000 copies and within 6 days. Damn, 8 million copies? 6 days, that's fucking more than Spider-Man. And the claim that many of Palworld's pals are way too close to existing Pokemon. Now, that is a true statement. I'm not going to lie. But it's like looking too close is probably a way to get it sued. But from my understanding, it doesn't really, like too close doesn't mean exactly. So it probably will be, this means it probably get thrown out if I remember how the law works and everything. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, but okay, I'm thinking a lot of edits here, so I'm sorry about that, right? So make sure I got this taken care of. Yeah. Okay. I don't know this P word, right? To this statement. Prior to the statement, yeah, okay. Palworld developer Pocket Pair has in I don't know this I word. The game is much closer to those like Arc System or Survivor and vanilla variant of that Pokemon. In addition, the term revolve it has been recovery death thread even states the game went live on 2019. In an interview, I don't know this Auto Meta Pocket Pair CEO, I am not going to butcher that name, shares the team clearly legally receive legit, I don't know, legal reviewing, and there has been no action taken against the company for infringement. Now, like I said, I'm sorry that I'm reading this badly. I'm trying to make sense. Practically, they're saying that they don't have anything that requires infringement, but I don't know how accurate that is. Bear with me, okay? But if you ask me, I don't think they have infringement because, like, yeah, you do have stuff that looks similar to Pokemon. Like, it's only like a select few, right? It's not like every single one of them. Like, a few of them could pass, other ones could not, right? Let's see, where was I at? We make our own game very, very sincerely. I think that's the word, and we have absolutely no interest of infringing upon the illegal properties of other companies. I don't know. Says the Pokemon Company has already started taking legal action against models who replace Palworld pals with Pokemon, and Nexus models as even said it wouldn't host Pokemon mods for Palworld. Practically, I know there's already people out there who made mods for this, and I don't think, like, you can't blame Palworld for the mods that's entertained out of fear of Nintendo legal team. So yeah, they have some good points here. Now, if you ask me, I think this is all BS, right? Because apparently Palworld hasn't done anything wrong, and it's technically like own property. You can do this all you want to a lot of games. And I want to make this clear. Like, I look as someone who grew up along a lot of these games. I want you guys to understand. They've been making these statements all the time. Like, Digimon was once on the side of this bullshit. I know. Let's see, Digimon, fucking Yokai was another one. They had a game called Nexamon that came out recently, which was, I say, one of the most like copyrighted thing, because it has like the same gameplay, the same mechanics, the same graphics as the old DS games, but that one didn't get touched at all. The fact that Palworld is on the receiving and all this, I would say Palworld is only because it's the only more successful version to a Pokemon-like game. And if you ask me, like, why you think it might be more popular, you have to remember, the Pokemon game's been the exact same thing for years, okay? It hasn't really been innovated. I think the last time a Pokemon game mainline was innovated was Gold and Silver, and it was because it had a day and night cycle. You had events in the game. You had people you could rebattle. You had a breeding system, which I feel sorry for fucking Ditto, because he was practically everything's fleshlight. And I know there's some people out there who are going to make some comparisons, like battles, this, that, or slavery, or like the whole, oh, you have animals in slavery. Like I said, Ditto was a fucking sex slave in fucking Pokemon. You can't make it. Also, if you want to bring up the argument of animal abuse, remember, okay, Pokemon do the same thing. Hell, if you technically think about it, you watch the anime to Pokemon, you have people in Coliseum celebrating animals fighting to the death. So it's really a dumb argument. So in conclusion, I don't think this is going to hold up. If it does, it does. If I'm wrong, I admit that I'll be wrong. Now, if it does happen. Okay, kind of fucked up the last bit of my recording there. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.